captain to join. So as soon as that one captain joins, we're going to go live. If you guys can see my screen right now, you'll see the picks. So we're Thiz. I'll bring you to the page here. And if you guys aren't signed up on the ctfpl.net website, please do. You'll be able to keep track of the teams, see the players. You can click on different teams, see the stats of every player. Soup is actually going to enter in all the stats and stuff. So if you guys want to, follow your favorite players or see how people are doing, you can go in here. But yeah, you're going to want to sign up here, especially if you are being drafted in this, so we can add you to the teams and keep track of your stats. So you can see here, 7Plague has 4 players, which is his team. So he gets the first 2 picks. He gets picks 1 and 2. Ziaman will get pick 3, and then you guys can see how it goes from there. Once that's done, it just snakes. So he'll get the first 2 of his choice, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to make sure everybody's in here right now. All right, it's looking good. So I'm going to start the draft up. Give this a refresh. All right, so here we go. So Thiz will get his first 2 picks. Who do you guys think is going to be the first overall pick? Wait, how do I get in on the draft? Where do I sign up? GB, it closed. We're literally doing the draft right now. Personally, I have no problem with you joining if, you want to talk to the captains, or I can talk to them. They'll probably all hear me right now. Maybe we can get you in there after this is over. But it did close as of midnight yesterday. But we'll try to get you in, all right? We're hoping that everybody can get in. All right, so Debris, overall first pick. Biz gets his second pick now. Debris a good pick. He can play pretty well any class. So, he's very overall, you can be utilized in a lot of situations to help a team out. I'll just bring up real quick. He picks Rue for second. Again, another person who can play a lot of different classes. So I will bring up his team. So those 2 players will round out that team nicely. Give them some ability to pick different players. Get them to play in different classes as needed, depending on what bases they're playing. I think they'll fit nicely with that team as well. 2 great dudes. So up next, we got Ziaman for pick 3. And he picks Mites. Very good pick. Mites is one of the most skillful players in the game. Very strong infantry. A BDS brother. All right, up next, we got X5. Captain Axe knew it. I'm sure we all seen that coming. Arguably one of the best SLs in the game. The guy quit so many years ago, came back, still strong as hell. Great player. I don't know how to turn that music off that you guys are talking about. You can just mute the music. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. You guys have to mute it. I can't mute it for you. Bottom left of your screen on Discord, you'll have a little music icon. You can just mute that. All right, Mecha picks Flow. Pretty well, that guy can make any defense better. He can play infantry. He can play heavy. I'm surprised he went so early, though, because he can only play for 2... Well, I guess not necessarily. It depends on when you schedule your games. So, guys, this season it isn't like, week 1 you have to play this team, week 2 you have to play this team. It's one of those things where you can free schedule. So you can play all your games in 1 week if you're able to do that. You don't have to wait until, week 2 if you play a game week 1. You can literally do all your games as fast as possible. If all teams do play their games super quick, we will do the playoffs quicker as well. Maybe we'll get in another OVD league before Draft League 2 starts up. All right, so Fizz takes Jim for his third pick. We got RR coming in with Worth. Hearthbull picks Gump, aka Doc, another pal. I figured he was going to pick Gump. Arguably one of the best spec infos in the game. Him and Joe are up there for sure. All right, Ziaman picks up Karatank. Takes the Mites and Karatank duo. RR says, Ziaman, all about the vibes. Ziaman going chaos mode. We'll see how it works out for him. I think when it comes time to play, those two players, they'll just do it, you know what I mean? And where it's just an OVD league, hopefully it works out. Ziaman's team is looking pretty good. All right, Penguin picks up one, aka Havoc, which is a USL player. Played on Pizza Rats. Pretty good O infantry for someone who just came over from USL. All right, so now it's going to snake. So Frank gets back-to-back picks here to round his team out. These are Frank's only 2 picks. So he gotta pick good ones here. Sorry, fellas, I don't know what happened there. So yeah, Frank picked 1 and Jaguar, and then Z picked his third, Zloy, aka Shock Darts, aka 5 other aliases, but most known as Shock Darts. Earthbull comes in with Andro. RR Mystic Gohan. I like that pick personally. I played in the dojo with Mystic the Monday night, and he's a pretty good old heavy. He listens. He's not really talkative on Discord, but I'm sure that around the right group of people, that could change. RR's team is pretty chill. Bunch of really good dudes on there. Fizz, for his 4th pick, takes Loaf Pincher. I don't know if Loaf's going to be super active. I haven't seen him on a whole lot since Draft League, but that could be his medic. I don't think Loaf plays any other classes, so we'll have his medic with that. So Mecha's 2nd pick coming up right now. Mecha's 1st pick was Flo. Again, Flo he's here every 2 weeks, and then he goes away to work for 2 weeks. So I don't know if Mecha's planning to schedule his games around Flo's 2 weeks home. But again, where it's free scheduled, you guys can play as many games a week as you want. Essentially, the faster they're done and played, faster we can do playoffs. But if people can't make it work, can't line them up, then there is an end date, obviously. We posted in the CTF League announcements channel as well. You guys can see all the rules. You can see the schedule, see who plays who's home, who's away. All this stuff will be uploaded on the CTFPL site as well, ctfpl.net. If you guys aren't signed up, you can go ahead and sign up there. It's free, and you can see everybody's stats and game info and all that stuff. So Mecha comes in with his 2nd pick with Power. Someone who can play D-Inf, O-Inf. His SL is actually really good. I played in a mix with him. X5 is coming up. I want to see what this pick is. I really like X5's way of captaining and his way of thinking on stuff. So he's got a Dark Slayer's crew going now with Axe. I don't know who this last pick's going to be, or his second last pick, sorry, is going to be. Also, while everybody's in here, one thing that I do want to say with the rules, just so they're clear, and if anyone has any questions, just let myself or Wolven know. For offense to win, you either clear the defense, obviously that's a win. You can get summoned out, so you don't have to actually physically leave the base. You just get summoned like we do in OVDs now, and that is a way of winning. Or you can attach as well. So like if you grab a flag attached to your SL, that is also considered a win. You don't have to actually physically leave the base. You just got to get summoned out. And in short, that means that the medic summoned you home. Are NGs allowed to hop swat? There is no rule against it. All right, X5 takes Game Freak. Gives him another heavy. Game Freak's actually really chill too, so it's a good pick. He gets back-to-backs here. We'll see who's going to come up. Is NT allowed? Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to need NT's infinite, but I mean, if that does come to it, shouldn't be an issue. I can't see anyone scheduling games with, 3 or 4 players. And X5 picks up solo. Takes 2 heavies, actually. Both those players play O and D heavy. Maybe Tyrael has plans to play a different class, or he's just trying to scoop up the heavies. Who knows what the thought behind it is. Maybe he just likes those 2 people. All right, up next we got Mecha, second last pick. Not 100% sure who is remaining. All right, someone says member berries and DP. Jordan says I only want 8. I don't know if there's a skip feature. Soup isn't here. He's doing something with his kid, so not 100% sure, but I think he can pass. I think that is an option. Pick skip. There you go. So now Thiz can pick. Metal isn't picked yet. Metal actually got scooped up by Only Frags. So he was their 6th member on the team. So that's why he's not in the actual draft. So Thiz, DP, and member berries as well. Said I'll scoop them both up. So draft is complete. That is your Season 1 OVDL draft. So as of right now, you guys are more than welcome to start scheduling games, reaching out to captains. There is a captain's chat, and all co-captains as well as captains are now in it. So if you guys want to write in there to schedule your games, we can get some staff members to be there to witness, referee, and all that good stuff. And then Soup will be updating the teams on the website. If you guys are here and you're in the draft and you got drafted and you don't have an account on the website, please go ahead and make one as soon as possible so that we can get your stats saved and get you on the proper teams. And if not, I'm sure Soup will just make one for you, but it'd be better if you did it yourself. And yeah, so start making your schedules now. Try to get these games played as soon as possible before the holidays. Get as many as we can. And it'll make it easier for our schedule for the playoffs. And again, we might be able to do another one of these if we can get this done fast enough. So that's all for me. Again, if you guys have any questions, the rules have been posted in the CTF League announcement channel. All the rules and the schedule are there, so you guys can go check them out, as well as visit ctfpl.net, see the teams. So yeah, that's all I got. Good luck to everybody this season, and happy holidays. Stay safe.